Hello traders, this is day number 31 of small cap market open test trading. So I've written a plan that allows us to trade small cap stocks and not put our account at risk. How do we do that? By only trading one single share and having a well-defined stop loss in place on every single trade. So far we're green on this trade. We're about 42, 43 trades in, so about 43% done with the test. And then on the screener here, I'm going to show you how I pick these stocks each day. I use my small cap screener, click the three little dots, click modify. Then I organize the list by volume. And I'm only interested in the stocks that are trading with 500,000 shares or more at the open. It's a little later now, so it takes some time for that volume to develop. And then the percent change must be 5% or more. And let's take a look at the video. So it was extremely slow morning. There was a huge sell-off. The S&P sold off. I'm sure probably the NASDAQ and the Dow as well, but I wasn't watching those. And the small cap stocks weren't doing much either. So I have a bunch that I was watching on my chart, but none of them broke out through their high of day. And then eventually PETZ popped up on the screener, and you could see that it had a very strong move yesterday, and I need to see it break out through that previous day high before I can consider taking a trade. So that's what that yellow line is marking. And again, nothing was happening with that one for quite a while until close to 10:30. So here we go. So obviously people were buying the breakout of this level right here, which makes sense. It's just not part of my strategy. I do not take any trades that are below the previous high of day. That's just doesn't work in the long run for me. So obviously on this single trade it would have worked, but just the exact same way that your plan doesn't always work every single time. There's things outside of your plan that are going to work some of the time, but that doesn't mean you just take them randomly, because then your statistics are completely meaningless. So no matter what, you have to have a plan. You have to have a strategy that defines where your setup is and your entry, and only take that entry. Otherwise, all of your results are meaningless, even if the trade worked out and was a green trade. So let's look and see what happened on PETZ. So this line marks out the previous high right here. So obviously it broke out above that level. Now I'm waiting for it to establish the high of day. So this line's the previous high. This is the high of day. It's in a halt right now, and my plan says that if there's a double top on the chart, then that can be a high of day, or kind of a pivot point, a reversal or pullback, if you will. And that's the way that I defined it today. And let's see what happened after this thing came out of the halt. Excuse me. So now it makes the second high of day. That is my criteria to look for an entry, is the pullback from that second high of day. So obviously it pulls back on this candle. Now I just need a 1 minute candle to make a new high. So I'm waiting for that to happen. And it happens right here. So I think we break over the high of this candle that I'm hovering over right now. So the high is 842, so I need to see 843. It's going to happen here in just a few seconds, so watch the price bubble over here. Here's 844. I trigger my hotkeys. I get in at 843. That's pretty remarkable considering the volatility of the stock. So it's a perfect entry. My stop loss is just below these candles, and I think I move it 1 cent lower just to get to that 814 level. But these things are super volatile, especially when they're coming out of halts like this, and you never know what's going to happen. So the most important thing is just to have your stop loss in place. That way, if they flush down like you're seeing right now, you're protected. I didn't even get to enter my data into the calculator. So these stocks can be extremely dangerous if you're not using stop losses. You could find yourself bag holding, and that is really the worst thing possible, because no one knows if the price of this stock is ever going to go back up to this level. It definitely could, but you just don't know, so that's why you always need to use stop losses. So now I have to wait for the next 1 minute candle to make a new high. I'm defining the low of this candle as the weak point of the stock. So obviously right there, we had a new high over this candle. This is a massive candle, so this increases your risk, but also increases your reward. And again, the most important thing is to get that stop loss in place. And if the stock does flush down, then you're protected. So let's see here. So here, this time at least I get to enter the data into my calculator. My profit target is 960, which is pretty high up there. But again, it's not uncommon to see these stocks that halt, break out, and make another big run. We've seen it multiple times. So not out of the realm of possibility of this trade working out, but that doesn't mean it's going to or that it has to. And that's why we have the stop loss in place. So let's fast forward and see what happens with this trade. So look, it looks like it's going to come down against me, but it does reverse and break out again. So it goes all the way up to this 878 and then starts to come back down. And I don't think it goes up again. I'm not sure. I know it, let's see here. I'm just not going to give it away. Yeah. I know what happens now. There we go. We get stopped out. And then we already have that red line in place. So I know that if the price comes down below that level, that I do not take a trade anymore, even though I'm allowed 3 trades per day. This is the point where I've decided the stock has gotten weak. So if I take a third trade, I'm just risking more of my account and risking a minus 3R day instead of a minus 2R day, which is what we're walking away with here. So it's going to happen. No plan works 100% of the time. The key is to trade the plan exactly as written every single day. Don't break any rules. And that way, over time, your statistics and your data are meaningful. Right now, we're still profitable, considerably profitable with this plan. And I'll go over all those results on Sunday. But you can see right now, we just have to take these stop losses for now so that we can come back in and make profit when things start to work in our favor once again. That's how this plan works. So anyway, if you have any questions about this trading plan or this trade or anything else, let me know in the comment section below. I'll get back to you. As always, go into every single trade with a plan and stick to it no matter what. Always take your stop losses, honor your profit target, and in the long run, you should be green. Take care.